officials will meet with unions today to discuss concerns around...
Good evening. Welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Lesley Spaliviero. We are at Pulse FM, and we're having a few technical difficulties. Even the chair doesn't agree with me. Okay, whoops.
It's definitely been chaotic, that's for sure.
Oh, all right. I can't even get the chair to behave itself. So we're just waiting for the advertisements to go away, and then we will be doing our normal show. But in the meantime, they're just playing all the stuff. I can't hear a thing, and we will be live soon. If I know how to use the software. I think we've got 20 seconds left somehow.
I've got to figure out how to...
Look how I've done the 12. I've done Sunday show 1 and 2. What is the date today? The 9th. Can you believe it's already the 9th?
Oh.
So we'll be going live shortly, guys. We've just okay, so we're going to buzz that off. Well, how do I stop this? I have no idea. I'm not sure what's going on here. Okay, we're live. Hello. Hi, Brianna, how are you?
Good, thanks, Liz. How are you?
Good, and welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Lesley Spaliviero, and we are live now on Pulse FM here over in the Hawkesbury. And how are you today there, Brie?
Honestly, the whole setup that we just dealt with in that entire ordeal, I'm a little bit on edge, but I'm sure I'll calm it down a little bit.
So we've got a few little technical issues here at the moment, people. So just bear with us because this is our first time in this studio. So it's a little bit daunting. It's a little bit freaky because it's in the middle of nowhere, and we've still got the radio playing. But I'm just going to stop that. Yes, I've actually finally worked out how to use the software and stop the actual song from playing. So welcome to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Lesley Spaliviero, and we are international psychic mediums. We cover about 6 hours a week of free live shows for you guys so that we can share the love everywhere and so that we can actually help people around the world and do what we do with our gifts. So we're both remote viewers. We have tremendous gifts, and I'll put it over to Brianna to do a little bit of an introductory about yourself there, Brie, please.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Brie. I'm actually based in Western Sydney. So I'm a clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairvoyant. I've got all my clairsenses. I've been this way since I was a little girl. Very blessed, very blessed. I love helping people. I'm also a remote viewer, like Lesley, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave it over to you now, Les.
Yeah, thank you. So I do remote viewing as well, and what I'd like to say is that when I do my remote viewing, it seems like that I'm not looking at the camera on our live Facebook show or anything like that. It's just that when I see spirit, I see it to the right of me. So it looks like a hologram. It's we call it remote viewing, but the person actually looks like a hologram. It's actually quite it's spiritual and it's visual for us, and it's just think of it as when you come out of the shower, it's like a misty mirror. You know, in the shower, we can't quite tell I can't quite tell all the colors. I can't quite tell exactly what some things look like in the format of colors, but most of the time it's actually really crystal clear to me, everything. So I just want to also say to everybody that we share a lot of love around the world. We help many people overseas. We do these shows so that we can go live, so that we can actually, you know, I pay for these shows, I pay for group pages and stuff like that so that we can go live, so that we can share our gifts to the world, and so that the world can actually stop suffering. And that's why we do this. We share a lot of love around the world. So we hope that we can help somebody, and we hope that if you would like to have a reading, come over to our page Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. And if you're on one of our group pages, please come over to our main page so that we can see your questions coming up on our live Facebook feed. And there we go. We just had a little bit of another technical difficulty. So, and I just want to say too, we love validation. So if you have some meaty validations from us when we've done a reading for you in the past, this is probably my 100 and I think I'm up to 125, 130 live shows on either radio or Facebook. So we covered during the COVID break, we weren't allowed in the studios. So we had to do live shows on air at our homes. So we've covered a lot of ground and we do a lot of work for people. We do a lot of work in the background. We actually save lives around the world for free. So don't expect a full-blown reading on here because we just want to share the love and help everybody as much as we can. So in order to start this tonight, I'd like to do a prayer for everybody, and there's not enough love in the world, I feel. And so I just want everybody to close their eyes and to also focus on my words with this prayer. You're ready? So let's go. So I now call upon source of all that is, God, the one solar logos, God, I can't even read. Christ, guardian angels, connect with me directly now. Surround me and my friends and my family and my followers with your love and divine healing frequency to protect my physical and energetic being. Protect my space and my energy, clearing out from within the space anything that no longer serves. Clear out any fear, negativity, entities, and any distorted energy. And I ask that this is the around me act, I can't even read my writing here, act as a protective shield. I ask that you protect and shield my energy from any external negativity, density, or distortion so that this shield blocks out all that is out of alignment with love and peace and divine truth. Through this shield, light, guidance, and love and healing frequency can pass, but any distortion or negativity is blocked out and released. I thank you for protecting my mind, my body, and my spirit, and all my friends, family, and listeners. Thank you for clearly guiding me, supporting me, and assisting me in my life. Thank you for helping me to stand in my truth and vibrantly and authentically shine. Amen. Thank you. So that was a bit daunting for me because I feel like we might have every time I can't talk, I feel like I've got a dementia patient coming through or something like that. So how we work, people, is that you post a question on our live Facebook page at Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we will answer your questions live on this show here. And we're also covering Pulse FM 89.9 on their live Facebook page, as well as our group pages and our personal psychic medium Brianna Wilson and Psychic Medium Lesley Spaliviero page as well. So we're on about 7 platforms at the moment, including 8 here in the radio studio. So what have we got here, Brie? We'll just say hello to a few people that's live on our Facebook. We've got Julie Simone. She says, hi, ladies. We've got Christy Evans. We've got Kerry Russell. Julie Simi says, can I have a general reading? We'll get back to you, Julie. So you can post as many times as you like as well. We're not phased about that. So Christy Evans, she's got a message there. So Peter Nagy, we've also got here Wendy Merce. We've got Greg Mary, thanks for joining us. With Diana Governor, we've also got Julie Creed, and we've got a few people that are actually external to us as well. So we can see here on our listeners track here. So if you'd like to have a reading, come over to our page and we will read for you. So I just want to go back to Julie Simone, Cimone, and let's do a reading for her. She's saying a general reading, please. Over to you, Brie.
Well, Julie, the first thing I got for you, sweetie, is a new job. And I feel that it's going to be something that you're not actually used to, possibly something that you wouldn't actually ever really look into, but it's going to be quite fulfilling for you. I just really encourage you to give it a go before saying no, because I think you'll surprise yourself quite a lot. That does happen, doesn't it? Where you don't really think that you're going to like the job that you do, and you can actually enjoy it a lot more.
Yeah, exactly right. So yeah, it's what you make of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Really? So
yeah. I do feel that there's something wrong with your car as well. There could be something wrong with the rear tire if it is a rear-wheel drive car. And also, so you might want to go get that checked ASAP, please. And also, I do feel that you're going to be moving soon into probably 1 or 2 acres. So that'll be a nice amount of land for you to just relax on. So that'll be good for you. I'll leave it there and pass over to Les.
Yeah, so I get the number 21 around you, Julie. It's so 1 and 2 is 3. So that's your angel numbers 1, 2, and 3. And I also feel like number 14 around you is significant. We've got August as well. So what do any of those dates mean to you? And also number 5. So I get August. I feel like that's either got birthdays or anniversaries in that month. I feel like there's 2 to 3 different things going on for that month. Also, I feel like it looks like to me there's water around you, and it looks like to me river, like what is it called? Like they just got the Nepean River or something like that. Do you live near there, or you've definitely got water around you, or you're thinking of moving to somewhere where there's water? I feel like that's going to be good for you. And I just want to say too, there's an elderly lady around here, and it looks like she's had issues with the top part of her legs or hip area where she can't walk properly. Okay, so she's actually told me that she's got bunions on her feet, and she's really quite frail, she says, and she's got like on her skin, she's actually got really paper thin skin. She's saying to me, it's got like those little black dots on her skin, on her arm, on her forearms. I don't know if you can see me in Facebook, but on her forearms as well. And I just feel like that she's actually been suffering for quite some time. She says, I don't really complain a lot, she says, but when I do, it really means that I am in pain, because she says I keep to myself. I'm really stubborn about my pain, she says. And she's saying to me also that there's either a jewelry box or a trinket box where there's like little silver jewelry in there. It's like little what do they call them, little bluebirds silver jewelry in there. And I feel like that you understand what I'm talking about with that. So if you could resonate some of that information for us, that would be amazing. Thank you. So let me just educate some people. When we do our readings, we can't do anything that is regarding medical or legal. We can guide you in some direction, but we can't say, okay, you have to have surgery, you don't have to have surgery, or you have to go to court, you don't have to go to court. We don't actually operate like that. No psychic medium in this world should ever tell you that, because they're not doctors or lawyers unless they are. So that's how they should be operating. So on our shows, I don't know if many people have actually, had psychics on or heard it on live radio before. However, we try and educate people as much as we can. So if you have a question around, angels or spirit guides, or how we get our gift, or how we got to where we are, then we would love you to ask that question from us. And also, we'd like to know what your New Year's resolution is, because everybody's in despair at the moment, and everybody's actually suffering in this world, and we just like to bring this to a head and try and relieve some of that and guide some people in the right direction. However, we want to know about you too, with regards to your do you have a New Year's resolution? Have you shared some love lately? Have you actually helped some people? Have you actually gone ahead and like paid for someone's fuel, bought people bread, you know what I mean, so they can survive? Because there's a lot of people out there that have lost their jobs, and a lot of people out there that actually are on their skin and bones at the moment. So let us know what you're doing and how you're helping this country, or your neighbours, or your fellow Aussies. So do we have any validations there, Bree?
Not at the moment, no. Not that I can see. I don't have a laptop or a phone at the moment, so it could be a bit difficult to check.
Okay, so we've got Peter Nagy. He said, can you see my business improving? Over to you, Bree.
I do. I see it improving, but you're gonna have to put in a fair bit of hard work. I don't feel it's gonna come to you easily, and you're gonna have to compete for it in a way. Like, I think someone's gonna either come in with a better solution, or someone's gonna try and come in better with, something to outdo you, if that makes sense. Just don't pay any attention to the intention behind it, but just the damage that it could do. So all I encourage you to do is just fight for it, keep going, and don't take any shortcuts. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I get the same thing for you as well, Peter. I also wrote down number 12. So you've got the angel numbers as well, 1, 2, and 3. And so you need to look that up on the internet. I also got the number 12. So what's the number 12 around you as well? And I feel like there's number 14. So that's almost similar to the last person that I got as well. So 5. So we've got May as well for you. And that's going to be a significant time. I feel like that going forward, they're telling me that every second of your head is just constantly about business. It's worrying you. It's keeping you up at night. Everything is just spiraling down. However, there needs to have a faith turnaround, because if you don't turn around what you're thinking about, what you're manifesting, you're actually planting the seed with the universe. So that's not good for you. Okay, so that's actually putting you in a position where you're actually vulnerable. So you don't want to be in that position. And I also when I do business readings or business consulting or anything like that, I see rockets. And what I see with you with the rocket is that the rocket's at a 15, 20 degree lift off from the ground, but the chains are on the back of the rocket and the actual fire's going, the combustion's going, it's ready to go. It's just that you've got a few admin things that are upside down, that your T's, you need to cross your T's and dot your I's, and dot your I's. And I also feel like that with regards to your admin, you're not quite on top of all your admin. So when you have something stuck in the background that's not actually perfect, I feel like there's some issues going on there. It's either somebody that's not actually doing their job properly within the business and it's dragging it down. So you've got to constantly worry about that as well, where you shouldn't be if you're paying them. So I just want to say too, with regards to going forward, I can see the rocket going up, but it's not going to go up. It's not going to go up for about 20% in about April, I'm getting for you. So April, May, it should start to be lifting up and you should start to go to the moon. So, and I'll leave it there, but I'd love to have a validation for that, as well as a future validation when we get it right, because we usually do. So we've also got here, what have we got here? So everybody, tell us where you're from. We love to know what parts of the world, because we hit all over the world. So we'd love to know your suburb, state and country, or county. So we say county because we have a lot of people that come from over in the UK. When we work with one of our producers over in the UK, we've hit all that part of the world, which is really quite cool. That's why we do so late in the evening, so that we can capture the Australian audience as well as the overseas audience as well. So we try and share the love, like I said. So if you have an issue, if you can see someone hurting in our Facebook page, then you've got to share the love too. Don't be shy about this. Just share the love as well, because there's not enough love in the world. That's what I say. And I never ever really like anything on Facebook or anything like that. I always love everything. So if you continually see me love everything, it's not because I love you, I want to marry you. It's because I love everything. Okay, so because there's not enough love in this world. And love should never hurt, So I just want to also say hello to Lily Scott. She says, Amen. Thank you, Lily. So we've got Wendy Merck Martin. She says, you look so young when I seen you advertising the new station. Seen you differently, really pretty. Oh, thank you. I didn't realize you were going to say that on here. Not that I didn't think you were pretty. Okay, fair enough. Thank you. I always get embarrassed when there's a compliment. Diana Gavin Parther, she says, hi, a general reading, please. So over to you, Bree. We've got Diana.
Diana, I feel like there's actually a male around you in spirit, and I feel like it could be a dad or a role model that was actually a role model in your life when you were a young child. I feel like may have passed away from either a throat cancer, possibly a stroke as well. There was a few different health issues with this gentleman. He's very proud of you, and he honestly wants you to stop sitting at the end of your bed and doubting yourself whether you're good enough, because you are good enough, and there's no doubt about it. And he always said to you, I'm always, you got to be careful when you get older, because you're going to have a lot of people come after you because of the fact that you're going to be very attractive. Not that that's any different. See, that was just spirit taking over then, but so you are good enough. You are very smart. You're very strong, and he just wants you to remember that. I'll leave it there and pass you over to Les.
So Diana, what I get for you is I know you want a general, but I can't help but give you a mediumship, because I've got an elderly gentleman here, and he's saying that it's like I feel like I can't breathe, and I feel like there's a lot of chest issues with this man, and I just feel like that he had some form of respiratory issues for a long time. He's saying lung cancer or lung issues, and I also feel that my shoulder's really sore now. So my left shoulder is really sore, and he had issues from that side, I feel. And it's either you, Diana, or this elderly man. And I also see it looks like to me he used to dress in black when he used to go out. It looks like a black suit, black pants, and it's like he used to love going to the club. And he's saying, I just got the word like bingo, like with his mates, So it's sort of like it was like a never-ending night out for him, and it looks like he used to like his scotch too, because I just saw scotch in a glass, a ball glass, whatever they call them. And he's also saying to me number 23 around you. So 2 and 3 is 5. So that means to me it means around the May mark that he could have passed. He's saying 2 to 3 p.m. that he's passed, and that there was quite a lot of people at this funeral. And he said you'd know what that means. And I feel like this man came from overseas, because I just saw the word overseas, and he's also telling me number 21. So what is 21 around you as well? Don't add it together, he said. I don't want to add together. So my spirit guide, I have this running joke with all my followers that my spirit, because I hate maths, sorry, maths teachers, but if you just tuned in, this is not a maths lesson either. And that my spirit always makes me add everything together. And it's quite ironic and funny, but it's not funny because I can't add. But anyway, I can do everything else, but not that. I hate maths. So just going forward with that, this man was quite tall, skinny. He looks like he had dark brown hair, dark brown eyes, and he wasn't very big. It's like I mean overweight. It's just, he had a good figure, unless he's just, sometimes they just show me that when they want to be cheeky. But I feel like this man has had, like I said, the respiratory issues, the swallowing, and I feel like there was some form of confusion in his head as well. So probably some form of onset of dementia or something like that. And I also feel that there's on my left leg, there's what do you call it? It's like pain and just like thrombosis. What's it called? Thrombosis. Circulate.
No idea. You're asking the wrong person now.
What's it called? Thrombosis. That's it. I was thinking trombo, like a trombo.
Oh, wow.
No, not a trombo. Thrombosis. That's what I get as well. So something like that. And yeah, where he had little movement, not little movement, but little circulation in his lower part of his legs, especially the left one. I feel like that even might have been amputated as well. I'm not sure. I can't. It's like got pins and needles there. And I'll leave it there. And the message for you is to just keep doing what you're doing, Lovey. He's saying that he's very proud of you. He knows what you're feeling, and there's a lot of people around you that are actually bickering. He's saying keep out of that and make sure that you pull back the reins. So, and I'll leave it there. Is there any validations here, Bree?
I did see one. We'll just make sure I'll find it.
So this one here?
Yes.
So we've got Julie. So over to you, Bree.
So this is from Julie Simone. It says, thanks, beautiful ladies. I'm actually on the Gold Coast at the moment looking at a new waterfront home we are buying. Well done, Les.
Yeah.
And we are moving from our acreage property. So both of you are spot on. Well.
Yeah. And Julie, that's going to be amazing. So they just said to me too, don't just go ahead and jump in and choose the first property, because I feel like that's not going to be the right one, because they're going to show you a couple of different properties. I feel like there's going to be either the second or third is going to be a toss up with, and it's going to be like a $5,000 difference. That's what I get. So, and I'll leave it there. So I had Amanda Ward written down here, Bree, and she's written, God bless you, God bless you, beautiful ladies. I'm just interested to know if the angels have anything I need to know today. Love to you and all around. Thank you. So over to you, Bree.
Well, the angels, well, I don't really know if I'm conveying messages from angels, but spirit, I most certainly am. But I do know that you are very loved, you're very protected, and there's no reason for you to be ever questioning the fact that you're not. Don't ever doubt the fact that you have gifts and abilities and things that you can do to help people to make a difference. Okay, you were here for a reason. You're definitely here for a purpose. I'd almost consider you almost a light worker from the energy that I'm picking up from you now. So you do have a reason here to be here. You do have a lot of, a lot of things to move forward with. You've got a lot of progress to make. If you ever do need, or if you're ever looking for a spiritual mentor, let me know, because I'll be very much happy to help you, because I feel like that's something that you could want to go down. I'll leave it. Excuse me for my croaky voice, but
yeah, it's somebody coming through with a croaky voice, because I feel like I've got it too. So I feel like there's either an elderly. I feel like there's two elderly men, Amanda, that have actually had some form of respiratory as well. It's the same as the last person. I feel like that and. I'm also getting too that the number 13 and the number 14 around you as well. Don't add it together. The number 2 is significant around you as well, and I just feel like that number there. So they're saying February is a busy month for you. So keep your chin up there and don't let everything overwhelm you, because I feel like that's what's been happening at the moment. And going forward, they're saying to me, look up the 333 angel numbers. So whatever that means, hang on, let me just get my trusty little cheat sheet out. So we've got here, so 333 is the equilibrium. So it says mind, body, and spirit. Focus on all aspects. Don't neglect one for the other when you see this number. So that's really important for you. And I see that there's sort of a bit of bad energy around the home. I feel like there's a lot of communication issues going on there, but you've got to pull back the reins, because if you don't and make it all balance out, there's going to be more problems. So you need to pull back the reins. You need to know when to pick your cards, they're saying to me. Also, I feel like that in your property, there's actually some form of a room in the house that's actually quite colder than normal. Okay, so that room there, I feel like that's got a bit of negative energy in that one as well. And I see this a lot. And I just want to say that could be the problem of causing some of the bickering in the property. Okay, and I feel like that they also just showed me a house. It's like they're saying to me, the house on the prairie with the long driveway, or you've got a long part of what's it called, grass down to the front of the actual property. That's what I'm seeing as well. And this place looks like it's 4 to 5 bedrooms, or you could have actually put 1 bedroom as a storage room. That's what I'm seeing for that. Okay, so I feel like either the storage room, the room that people don't really want to go to, that's the one that's got that vibe in there. So if you want to remove that energy or get rid of any energy out of anybody's houses or anything like that, you need to sage the house first, and then you need to go and get sweetgrass, and you can buy that online as well, and you can actually use the sweetgrass to actually put the good energy back into the property. Otherwise, you remove everything when you do the sage. So a lot of people don't understand that. They're actually just removing everything out of the property when they do saging. So I don't do any of that. I just make sure that I protect myself, and I probably should do that, but I just make sure that I protect myself, and I actually put that white light around myself and my family and everybody else, and everyone that I'm working with. So any more messages, any more validations there, Brie?
No.
Okay, so if you're listening to us, we're on Radio Pulse FM here. So over in the Hawkesbury, we've just joined for our first night. It's Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we are live on 7 platforms tonight. So if you want to have a reading from us, a free reading, then go over to our page and we can do a reading for you here on the show. And it's Lesley Spaliviero and Brianna Wilson, International Psychic Mediums. So we do a lot of things outside of our shows. We also do workshops, we do mentoring, we do a lot of stuff that we do, God, you name it, we can do it. So we're quite versed in what we know here. If you need advice on anything spiritual, we always encourage people that have a gift like us, that if they want to share that gift with people, they need to, utilize it as best as they can, because otherwise you've got a gift and you're not using it. You need to use it. You need to learn how to use it. If you're getting headaches all the time and you sense things and things like that, that's part of it, because that's what happened to me when I first started as well. So does that happen to you, Brie?
Yeah, look, it was pretty. Well, when I started to realize what I could do, it was quite scary. I thought I was actually going crazy, and then just kind of, doing readings for people, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, you're so accurate." And it's like, I can't possibly be. You're just telling me what I want to hear, but who in their right mind is honestly going to do that?
Yeah,
but yeah,
that's true.
Yeah,
that's so true. So we get a lot of people contact us after the show for guidance and stuff like that. We can't help all the world, but if we're going to save a life, we definitely will do that. So if you're in despair or anything like that, we will be giving you a helping hand as much as we can, as much as we have time for. We have to restore ourselves as well. So sometimes we pull back, and if we don't get to one of your questions on Facebook or anything like that, don't take offense to it, because we are actually tuning in or trying to help somebody else that might be in a worse position than you, or that spirit just doesn't want us to be drawn to. So that's how it operates. We take our questions. We don't just answer them, one in a row. We scroll up and down, or sometimes when we're on a different, our other software other than Facebook, we scroll up and down, and sure as ever, we have different messages come through. So whatever I'm drawn to is what I will be. I just got a message from one of our captains of the ship here. So she said there's messages coming through on Pulse. Yes, we'll have to get over there, but the people on Pulse might have to come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, because we only have a few different options here to review the pages. So until we get used to this software here, this is our first night, so we will come across shortly. Just give me a second there, Catherine. So Bree, just read out, find a question for me, please, and read out a question while I'm doing this.
All right, so I'm going to choose Wendy Merce Martin. Darling, I feel there's a child around you.
This is our first night, so we will
very much a little boy that could have been a toddler, but again, I've been seeing this child that's had this accident in the pool with a ball. So if this has got anything to do with you, please let me know, because every time I go live or come on the radio, it's just there. So I'd like you to validate that for me if that's possible. But I do have that little boy around you in spirit, and I also do have a grandfather coming around for you in spirit as well. And I think he may have had a stroke, but had suffered from dementia at the same time. So please validate that for me, and I'll leave it down past Shepherd Lesley.
What was that name, Brie?
That was this one here, Wendy Mercer.
Wendy Mercer.
Yeah.
And what did she want? She wanted just a normal.
Is there anyone around me? I feel the presence, but a good one.
Okay, Wendy Mercer. So Wendy, I get an elderly lady around you, and I also get I feel like this elderly lady wants me to pass the message on to you so that you can actually start to look at I feel like there's either a 23-year-old or 24-year-old that needs some welfare checks, that needs to have that phone call and that welfare check-in. Okay, and I feel like that could be one of your grandchildren. I can see that it's like they've either lost their job or something's not right with the job. And I feel like that person is constantly thinking about, how they're going to make money, how they're going to do this, how they're going to do that. So it's important that you actually pull away from that. Don't criticize or anything like that, but look at the big picture and do some welfare checks on this person, because I feel like it's a male. Okay, so there's a male around 24, 25, 27, something like that. The 20s, mid-20s, they're saying to me, and a 25-ish, and actually what's the number 25 to you? So 2 and 5 is 7. So you've got 2, 5, and 7. That's what you've got here in 25. So I just feel like those numbers there are quite significant to you. So it's important that you remember, if these don't make any sense, if my numbers don't make any sense, then put them on the calendar. All right, because I feel like that the July month is important. It's a birthday or anniversary coming up there, and I've just accidentally drawn a house, not a birthday cake. So property or something with the property that's happening there around the mid-July mark. Okay, and I also get a sore neck. So there's some issues with your neck, and I feel like they're causing you headache. I feel like that's posture. So even go to your physio and have that checked for me, please, because we want to rule out that so it doesn't get worse. So we've got some people on the actual Pulse FM live page. So we've got here Nicole Fuller. She says, would love a reading if you have time. So over to you, Bree. Nicole Fuller.
Nicole, the first thing I got can't speak properly, coming through for you, darling, is somebody that actually, I like bowling. I see that you like bowling, or that someone around you that has passed away that likes bowling. They used to have their own ball, their own what are they called? Bowling pins?
Bowling balls?
Yeah, that one. See, I'm not a bowler.
Me either, but I just had a guess.
But yeah, so this person loves you, like seriously loves you, and they were very much into bowling. And they said as soon as you say the word bowling, she's gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'll now pass it over to you, Betsy.
Yes, Nicole. I don't know why. Also, I don't see the bowling ball, but I see the soccer ball. For some reason, I'm just saying soccer and whatever that means. And you can hear my voice changing. So I feel like there's somebody around you that's unwell, that has issues with the respiratory as well, and the throat, so swallowing. And I feel like this could be an elderly lady. And I've also got pain underneath my right rib cage. So this person here's either got something wrong with the liver or something wrong with the abdomen area. I feel like there's. I just sort of felt a stabbing pain in that area there, just underneath that rib cage. So I feel like if they haven't been, stabbed with a knife or something like that, I don't know what's going on there, because it feels really strong and it's still giving me pain. I also feel too that it's like, I don't know which one to start first. I don't know whether to start with my left leg or my head, because my head feels like there's a lot of pressure on my forehead. It's like sinus pain, a lot of pain around the face, around one side of the face, which could be from the teeth. I feel like that's going on there. Also, they're saying to me that you need to visit the dentist because you hate the dentist. So they're saying you need to clean, you need to go to the dentist. So please do so, because otherwise that can cause you major issues later. What else have we got here? I've got the number 15 around you as well. So spirits, oh, wow. I've just got a really sharp pain in my finger. So what have you done with your finger? Because that just really hurt me. So this, you can see on Facebook, my finger. I don't know what's happened there. Did you cut yourself? I don't know what you did to your finger, but that really hurt me. So we've got 1 and 5 is 6. And also I've got the number 17 around you. So what's the number 17 to you? And they're saying to me August as well. So that's a significant month for you as well. And they're saying to me August/September is busy. So very busy time. So brace yourself, get enough rest now, because you're going to need it. That's what they're saying to me. And I feel like work's going to ramp up as well. And I'll leave it there. So do we have any more validations there, Bree?
Yeah, we do. It says,
awesome.
This is from Wendy, and it says chiropractor. I think the struggling male 20-something could be possibly her nephew.
Sorry, what was that?
The chiropractor, this one here says chiropractor. Thank you.
Oh.
I think the struggling male 20-something would possibly be my nephew.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, dark brown hair, dark brown eyes. I see him with Wendy. So if you could validate that, that would be amazing. Is there any more validations here?
No, I've been keeping it up.
Okay, so we've got Scott Hinks. He says, you see a lot of shows regarding hauntings. It always seems to be demonic, yes, I know, or nasty. Why don't past loved ones reach out like if you have a psychic reading? What do you mean? Why don't past loved ones reach out like you have a psychic reading? It's not the past loved ones. Sometimes there's other people, other energies, Scott, that actually push in before the. What I've noticed is that if an energy of a past loved one is really weak, or it's really quite timid, or that person's really quite timid, then the actual energy of the person that's actually passed, that's actually stronger, will push through. It's like pushing a bull through, a bull through the grass. It's just it'll just come through straight away. It'll get to the front. The energy will get to the front. And sometimes I can't even get them to leave. I have to tell them to go, because the spirit to go, because otherwise it'll just hang around. It'll just continue to annoy me. So the way I operate is that I'll tell my spirit guide, okay, we're going on at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or whatever the case may be. And sure as ever, I say to him, if you're coming on with me, then you need to give me everything. You need to give me names, numbers, dates. I want remote viewing. I want the pain. I want everything. I want every sense and every clear, because that's what I get. And sure as ever, he'll give me everything. And then when I'm finished the show 2 hours later, I say, I don't want anything else. Leave me alone now, because I'm off air. I'm not doing readings anymore. So that means that he won't talk to the person on the other side, if that makes sense. I know that sounds crazy. I don't have one eye in the middle of my head, but it sounds a bit weird, doesn't it?
You technically do. It's your pineal gland. Well, it's in the middle of your brain, actually, not in the middle of your head, but it does count.
Yeah. So, Brianna, what do you think on that?
Look, it all depends. Like I don't allow demonic spirits or nasty spirits to come through. I have had them come through, but I just use my common sense, and I don't think this person's going to want to hear from whoever's coming through. So you just got to keep yourself at a high vibration, because when you've got a low vibration, things like that are going to come out. And I would know. I did something when I was younger that I shouldn't have, and I called something forward, and it didn't leave me alone for months. And that was when I was about 16, 17.
Yeah, I think everyone's done a Ouija board there, Brie.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was.
How did I know that you were going to say that?
That's psychic, Les.
So
but, yeah, just keep your vibe high. You've got nothing to worry about if you've got a high vibration, because they can't actually latch onto you if that's the case.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, and you can also release them as well, so you can get rid of them. So for like Brianna just mentioned that there's bad energies that hang on. So when I was starting this with this gift, it was really quite weird. I used to get headaches all the time. I used to have the phases of where I couldn't even see. If I used to do live shows in person as well, and before the show, like that whole entire day leading up to the show, I used to have massive headaches and I couldn't even see until I got to I knew that it was from the show, because there's so many spirits coming through at the same time. It's like having a whole football team that you don't know, strangers, coming through your front door and trying to get into your house, So that's exactly the same thing as your head when you're gifted. So you have to actually learn how to turn them on and turn them off. So you have to acknowledge them and tell them to go away. Then the headaches will start to go away as well. So that's really important if you're an up-and-coming psychic medium, because otherwise you're going to get the headaches, and they're going to get worse and worse and worse till you learn how to control your spirit guide. So that's really important, and to get rid of all the negative vibes around. And even for people, like when they do their nursing and they're in they're carers, or they drive patients around, or funeral homes or something like that, they're actually really quite vulnerable to all the all the energies around them. It just latches onto them. That's what I know. So they have to learn how to turn it off or send them away. So we've also got here Graham Bettrich. He says, would love a reading of, if possible, and if you have time. So we've got Graham here. Brie, over to you.
I've got a sister coming through for you in spirit. She could have. I feel that she's quite old, so she probably was like an older sister to you. And I feel that she lived till, actually, I feel like I've got a sister coming through and an elderly woman coming through for you, actually. And I think the elderly woman is definitely the one that was going to be described as the sister, but I don't think that's the sister, but I do feel like there is another sister around you in spirit, and a grandmother. And I feel like this woman was actually really sharp. I feel that she actually had a lot of mental, clarity and a lot of strength. And I feel like the older lady, not your sister, the older lady that's coming through, and I feel like I'm just seeing the numbers 97 or 87. So please validate that for me. And I feel that you're going to have a lot of luck with work soon. And I feel like you're going to be getting into a job that's mechanical, or it's going to be keeping you busy. There's going to be a lot of hands-on work. So if that's the case, let us know. I'll pass it over to you, Liz. Tongue-tied.
So I just feel for you there, Graham, that you've got, looks like to me 27 for you and 13. So 1 and 3 is 4. So I feel like April month is like your birthday, or it's coming up to a birthday of a significant person around you. I also get the number 27. They're saying to me that's 9. So we've got September. So 27 September is significant. I just feel like the number 27 by itself, and then September by itself, is a significant month for you. I also feel like too, you've got your brain turned on to think about property and things like that, and I feel like that you're either thinking of moving, or that you've got all these different ideas about renovations or something like that. I know there's something around the property, because I just keep getting properties, like you're looking for land or you want to build or something like that. That's what I get. I also feel like for you that they're saying to me that the leg, I'm not sure if you've got a skin condition on your left leg or something like that. It looks like it's quite red and scaly. I don't mean to be rude, but if that's not you, there's somebody either on this Facebook Live now with us, or there's somebody around you, that Graham, that actually has that issue. And oh wow, I just actually felt really dizzy. So who's the person that's really dizzy around you, and that looks like they've actually got low blood pressure, or they've got like they get up and they get really dizzy? And I feel like either that's you, or an elderly lady, or someone that's around you at the moment. So be careful of that, because I feel like they're going to get up too quick and they're going to actually fall over from the dizziness. So just be aware of that. I also see either, it looks like to me, either a white van or a white ute or a white people mover or something like that. They're saying to me with the slidey door on the side, so a people mover, that's what I'm getting for you. And I also want to say that there's something not right with that car. It looks like it's an actual, I'm not sure if it's a fawn color or a turquoise blue. I know that blue and fawn is completely different, but it looks like that kind of off color to a normal color, if that makes sense. So yeah, and I just feel like for that one there, that it's actually got something issues with either tires or maintenance or something not right with that car. So please get that fixed. I'm giving you two to 4 weeks to get it fixed. Okay, and after the 4-week mark, I never let anybody drive the car after the 4-week mark, and I'm usually pretty accurate at that. So make sure you've got your, and they show me a little, like a 1-ton truck or something, you know, a tipper thing, whatever they call it, tipping truck. So, and they're saying to me also your health is not up to scratch yet as well. So please get that looked at. And I can see a little bit of a belly, and they're saying to me possible diabetes. So make sure that you get that looked at, because I feel like that the diabetes is going to catch up on you. If that's not you, there's someone definitely around you with something going on there. So they've got a little bit of a belly, like a bald belly, and skinny legs. And that tells me that it's like a diabetic belly. That's what I get. So please get that looked at and get that on point. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So do we have any validations there, Bree?
We certainly do this time. It's from Missy. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that last name because I'll embarrass myself. Sorry, Missy. But it said I had an online reading.
Finlayson.
Finlayson?
Yeah.
How could you word that you can't pronounce?
I can't print. Yeah, don't even ask me. That one, I just, yeah, that spirit helped me there. Thank God. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to do anything.
I had an online reading from Brie before, and it came true. She smelt a new car, and hang on, she smelt a new car smell, and I got one 2 days later. Wow, isn't that cool?
There you go. Well done, Missy. Good. What color was it? I feel like it was a red color. Do you know what color it was?
I'm seeing a black one, but that could just be.
What color was it, Missy? I saw a red car. Unless it's this guy here, this guy Graham, that I just. But no, I said that the car was like a fawny color / turquoisey, whatever that is. So, and I'll leave that there. So, should you put anything else in there?
No, that's it.
Okay. So, if you've just tuned into us, we're Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. You're with Brianna Wilson and myself, Lesley Spaliviero. We're international psychic mediums. You're listening to Radio Pulse FM, and we're live here on 7 platforms, including the radio station Facebook page as well. So we usually get all our group pages to come over to our main page so we can see all our questions on there, which is Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. So if you could actually come over to that page and then post up there, would make it a lot easier for me. So Scott if you, sorry, Graham, that was on the Pulse FM page, can you please give us some format of a validation, please? That would be appreciated. We've also got here Scott Hinks. We've already done him, sorry. We've got Graham Estridge. We've already done him, sorry. We also got here Joel McLean. He says, hey, ladies, since breaking up with my ex over 9 years ago, I feel stuck even though I am living a good life. I don't know if my spirits are protecting me or has the right partner just not come into my life yet. Oh, over to you, Bree.
The right partner has not come into your life yet. Yeah, I can promise you that much right now. And it's normal to feel the way you are, mate. It really is. Like, breakups are not meant to be easy, and they suck. They really do. But it just means that the universe is literally just moving her out of the way so that someone else better, will be able to treat you properly, is actually going to come through. Not saying she didn't treat you properly, but just actually stay around, if that makes sense at all. Try. Love is not a emotion; it's a choice. If you choose to stay around and love someone, then that's it's a commitment. But I'll leave it there and pass it over to you, Liz.
Yeah, I agree. And also, I just feel like that the last lady, it's like you had your heart absolutely ripped out of your chest. That's what I see with this lady. Okay, so and even though it was such a long time ago, there's no time frame on grieving, and the memories that you have is always going to be there. That times that you have is always going to be there. You weren't with the person because you thought that they were not good enough, or you were there with them because they were actually the right person for you. So and I will leave it there because, or actually, come to think of it, they're saying to me the number 13 around you is a significant number because, hang on a second, I'm just trying to write down and read at the same time. Bree, could you do me a favor and grab the phone charger and plug it into the laptop, the extension cord, please, far out. The phone automatically, my mobile just decides to tell me that there's actually running short on power, and if it drops out, then we lose everything because we've only using this my phone as the actual internet at the moment because we can't get internet here. So that's would have been a massive issue for us. So thanks, Bree.
Yeah.
So just going back to Joel, yes, Joel, it's not easy when you have a relationship that was a long time memory, and the issues that's going forward is that you need to remember that love should never hurt, and that's how it should be. And if you're in the wrong relationship, it's best to move on now while you can, because if you say that your life is happy and it's okay, then you're not okay because you're already asking us a question. Okay, so and you can always change it around and make it the best lifetime of your life. I mean, this other lady, I don't feel like she's doing anything wrong or hurting you or whatever the case may be. I just feel like that this going forward, that if you're stuck in the mud, it's because you've got those long time memories of that, and it's time to move on. It's time to actually release what's going on if you want to keep going ahead. Otherwise, you're just going to always have that there. And you're the kind of person that's really quite OCD, and you're the kind of person that's extremely sentimental. So that's what's taken its toll on you, and that's why it's hurt so much. And I'll leave it there. So what else do we have here, Bree? We've got here Leanne Frendo, thank you. Hi. And we've got Katie Dow. She says, can I get a reading about my mum and future? So over to you, Bree. Katie Dow.
Is it Katie? Okay. Hi, Katie. Look, your future, I feel that it's going to be a bit of a rocky road, sweetie. You just got to sit down, strap in, and just wait for everything to be over. I'm not an astrologist or anything, but I'm pretty sure we're about to go into retrograde, which is pretty much, in other words, just chaos. And it is for everybody. Just be careful not to make any permanent decisions or anything like that, or any life-changing decisions based on temporary emotions. I feel like I do have a mother figure coming through for you if this is your mum. But yeah, she used to like baking cookies, or this woman used to love to bake cookies. There'd always be, you could almost walk up the street and smell it. And you'd be like, where the hell is that coming from? But yeah, she is with you in spirit. And I'm also seeing her with a walker and with the compression socks on, the long compression socks. So you're right there, Liz. I'll pass it over to you.
Yeah, no, I just started laughing because we just had a validation from Nicole Fuller on the Pulse FM page, and she says, thank you for the reading. I expect September to be busy because I'm getting married. There you go. Because I said August, September, she's going to be very busy. So now I know why in August she's going to be flat out. So there you go. And so over to me for, who was that person? It was, what was that person we're reading here, Bree?
That was for
Katie?
Yep.
Katie. So Katie, what I get for you with your, I think it was her mum that she wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
And
in
future.
flight doing something else. And I just feel like the future's going, the same to me, like I know this is going to be general, but the future's bright for you. And going forward, that there's been quite a rocky road for you, and that it's time to start thinking about the bigger picture. They're saying to me, get out of automatic mode, get into first, second, and third gear, so that you can be on fire by April. And that's a massive warning sign for you, because if you don't learn the lessons from last year, the year before, if you get my drift, then that you're not going to get ahead. So we need to actually get you into gear now, so that you can start revving up, so that you stop relying on different things around you, so that you can actually motivate yourself to get out there and do more stuff, okay? Because I feel like this is going to pay off for you. And they're saying to me June, July is going to be a lot better. It's going to be busy for you as well. And also I get the number 17 around you, 13 as well. So 1 and 3 is 4, which is April. Like I said, April. So they're taking me back to April again. So April month is going to be significant. I feel like there's a birthday or anniversary or I just got engagement for you, or something significant coming along there. So that's going to be taking a lot of your time. So and I'll leave it there. Thank you. So do we have any more validations there, Brie?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. So we've also got here, we've got, what else have we got? So we've got Angie Wilson, she's watching. Thanks for joining us. We've got Stephen Wayne Ibby, thanks for watching. We've got Leanne, she's friendo, we've already done her. Who else have we got here? So if you've just joined us, we're International Psychic Mediums. Come over to our page, Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we will answer your questions that you have live on radio. So we're covering across 6 platforms, and we're live on Pulse FM tonight. So we've got Hina Gudrell. I can't even pronounce that name. She says, hi ladies, Happy New Year. Yes, thank you. Happy New Year. Any messages would be great. I also would like to know if I'll pass my medical exam or not. Orange County, California here. Thank you. So medical exam. Oh, they're giving me, I don't want to say, because I feel like they're giving me 2 rounds of it. So yeah. So I feel like they're giving me 2 rounds of the medical exam. That's what I'm getting. It's just like you're saying to me, it's like you've got to get 70% and you get 67% or something like that, you know? So I just feel like there's going to be 2 rounds of this medical exam. That's what I get. And I don't want to say that to dishearten you, but if you want to get through this, you can get through it. You need to actually do a lot more study for this. And they're saying to me, prepare for the unexpected, because there's going to be a couple of curly questions in there. That's what I get. Unexpected curly questions relating to the topic. I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Curly questions. I've never heard of that before, but it's a cute saying, Les.
I'm cute though.
Okay, so with you, I've got the same as Les pretty much, but you need to not allow yourself to get distracted. Whether that be, look, I personally, between you and I, sweetie, I couldn't study at school either. Anybody that knows me or went to school with me could actually tell you that I was in the lowest class of everything. So, don't allow yourself to get distracted. And yeah, you're 100% you'll get it, but you just got to, the second time around, I think that you'll most likely be a lot more focused. So if you don't want to do the entire course again, just knuckle down and, you'll get there. You will, I promise you.
Yeah, head down, butt up, they're saying to me. So you can do it. It's just a matter of time, and don't be disheartened this time, because the second time round, it's going to be a lot faster and it's going to be a lot easier for you, and it's going to pay off. So don't be so disheartened about everything, and make sure that they're saying to me, make sure that you also get your ducks in a row, because I feel like that there's some things that are missing that you haven't looked at, and that's what the curly questions are going to be. Okay, so if you can get past that, then that's fine. And I'll leave it there. So we've got Christy Evans. She says that she would love a general reading, please. So over to you, Brie.
Christy, be careful who you're telling stuff to, sweetie, because I can tell you that much. There's going to be a few people around that are jealous of you, and I feel like they're very jealous of the success that you've made. And I feel like there's something about you that is different to amongst other people, and people give you a hard time for it. And I feel that in turn you do suffer from a lot of anxiety. So, anxiety is really like it sucks, because it debilitates anybody from being able to actually do anything properly. So keep yourself positive and just make sure that you be careful who you tell your stuff to, because I feel that if you sit back and analyze how you are in a social situation, you'll see how people are treating each other, and you'll be no different if you're in their absence. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah. So. Right, Christy, just big breaths at the moment, because it's really important that you understand that there's a lot of things going on around you, and I feel like you try and take the load of everything, and I feel the anxiety in chest, I feel the load on your shoulders. It's even to the point where my neck is sore, and I also feel like there's, issues with the lower back for you as well. And just, yeah, if it's not right now, it's coming up. And I feel like the number 2, so 2 weeks, 2 days, I don't feel like it's going to be as long as 2 months, or something's not right in the back area. I just got the word scoliosis. If you have scoliosis, then just make sure that you're doing everything to keep strong around that, because, or if the person around you has it, then they just said it's undiagnosed. So I'll leave that there with the medical part, but just make sure you get to a physio and get that looked at for yourself, so, or whoever that person is closely around you. I also see too in your home that they're showing me that there's a window that's got the sun coming through all the time at the front. And I feel like that's like, don't get me wrong, there's no one looking in, it's spirit looking in towards you. And I feel like there's about 2 people that actually, and I'm dizzy again, so I must be right. So I feel like that you're the one that's dizzy as well, and or somebody around you that's been dizzy. And I feel like that there's 2 spirit guides that hang around you, and you know what I'm talking about the same, because you're seeing shadows walking like through your peripheral vision, and you're seeing little dots here and there and stuff like that, and little things that have actually caused you to take a second look, but you don't know what's going on. Well, I just feel like that you're like us, but you don't know how to use it. So what I said earlier was that you need to, if you're getting the headaches or anything like that from this, that's how I started. And if you're getting headaches, then you need to make sure that you actually acknowledge spirits and say thank you, but I'm not ready yet. Send them off and get rid of them, because otherwise they're going to cause some more headaches. And I feel like either right side neck or right side shoulder, there's something not right there as well, because I go to put my arm up and I feel like I'm restricted to put my arm up. And just with your throat too. They're saying to me also that I don't feel like you're drinking enough water. You're not hydrating yourself. Everything is actually really you're forgetting about your body. They're saying to me, and everything's starting to fall apart. They said, I said, I don't want it to fall apart. So let's shed some light on that, because otherwise she will fall apart. But we just want to make sure that you're up to date. So get your bloods done, get everything organised with the doctor, so that you can actually get your health back on track. Okay, and I'll leave it there. Thank you. But I saw that there was a validation here somewhere from Samantha Madigan. So, Brie?
Okay, so it says validation last week, Lesley, my daughter is out of ICU and out of hospital, and she's okay. Like you said, thanks for your prayer and letting me know that she was going to be okay. Much appreciated.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well done. So we did a prayer for her that week, didn't we? I think we did. We did a prayer at the end. Oh, and I finally remembered to do the prayer at the end. We did a prayer for her at the end, and we asked everybody to pray for her daughter. That's right, I do remember now. We prayed for her daughter, and sure as ever, she's out of hospital. That's awesome. So that's really good news. That's the power of prayer, everybody. So if you are ever in despair, you have to feel it to actually make it work. You can't just fluff it off and just say, okay, I'm going to say a prayer, and then just have no emotion or have no feeling, and it has to actually be felt. If it's not felt, it's nothing. You might as well just forget about even doing it. So we've got LT here. She says, I need to know what I should do this year, if I should go ahead with some big changes or not, and if so, we will be okay. Thank you. So yes, I do believe you will be okay. And the big changes, nothing lasts forever when people are in despair. So if they have a timeline where they've actually, that's the saying is for me is, if you're going through hell, keep going, don't stop in the middle. And if you're stopping in the middle, it's not going to get you any better. So you need to keep pushing on, Elle. And I just feel like that things are going to turn out around April around you. And I also get the number 23 around you for April. 23, 24th of April. So 2 and 3 is 5, and 2 and 4 is 6. So over to you, Brie.
You definitely need to go ahead with it. I feel that the growth doesn't happen when you're in your comfort zone. So I think that in 6 to 8 months' time, a year's time at the most, Ellie, you're going to look back on this and you're going to actually be really proud. I'm seeing the properties. I'm seeing sitting on a veranda with like floorboards and sitting at a table, actually kind of like admiring what's being done, if that makes sense. Now, whether that's a metaphorical term or just what's actually happened, it's still going to be the case for you. So I feel that I'm seeing renovations, or I'm seeing like a house. I don't feel like you're moving, but I feel like there could be renovations going on. But yeah, definitely go ahead with it. You're not going to regret it, I promise you.
Yeah, beautiful. So we have quite a lot of people that we read for all the time, and we get a lot of questions around a lot of things, but most of the time it's just guidance, and if you're feeling despair or whatever the case may be, we have a lot of people that follow us that are regulars, and they always look after our newbies on our pages. So so just reach out. Everyone's here to help everybody in these times that are tough at the moment. So put your hand up. We've also got here as we did Samantha Madigan, what we've got general reading. So Nickabra Argan, she says, hello ladies, I love watching and seeing how you'll help everyone in the world. Great love reading, thank you. So thank you. So we will do she said, would love greatly for a love reading. So over to you, Bree. So Nickabra.
Yeah, look, I feel that there's someone around you, or there's someone that's going to be around you that might not necessarily be the best company for you, so to speak. I feel that there's going to be lies and deceit and all the kind of stuff, all the horrible kind of stuff that, you know, comes with it all. But I feel that you need to just be careful. Any red flag that you get, please don't ignore it, because if you do, you're going to pay for it later. Okay. Now, I just think that you've been made to feel like, you know, you come second best to a lot of people, or that things aren't, you know, that if you could just be someone better or prettier or whatever, like, you're fine just the way you are. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. But yeah, just watch out for those red flags. That's what I keep seeing is a little, you know, those little emojis, the red flag. Yeah, that's all I'm
100%.
saying. Yeah. So
100%.
yeah, just keep your wits about you, sweetie. I'll leave it there.
So Nickabra, what I get for you too is I feel like there's no foundation at the moment. They're just saying there needs to build the foundation. So the foundations, you need to go back to the basics and start from there. Especially now it's in January. We've got the first month of January, so everything's going to be tickety-boo going forward. However, we just need you to get back to basics with that. The issues also that I see too is a couple of things that are outstanding. They're saying to me, you've got outstanding, like some little projects that are outstanding, and that's actually bothering you. So when it's bothering you, it doesn't sit well with your psychic, with your spirit, you know. So you actually have to make sure that the spirit is actually, your spirit is actually operating according to you, and you're in alignment. So if you're not in alignment with yourself and other things, then it doesn't work properly. So that's how it is for what's going forward. And I'll leave it there. I'm just jumping over to another group page that we have to see what's going on there, because we have 174 people, 172 people watching us, and I can't quite see them all. So yes, so.
Did you want to check my page? It could be my page.
Well, your page too.
I haven't got my page.
Okay, so yeah, if you've just come onto one of our group pages, we've got Emma Hudson. She says, any guidance, please, for my future. So, okay, so we've got Emma Hudson. So, Bree, over to you.
I mean, you're going to be offered a job, or you've either just gotten a job, or if you're in this new job, there's going to be an offer, or there's going to be something happen where you're going to actually really enjoy this job, and it's actually going to be something that you're going to want to stay at for quite some time. I do see you getting promoted, possibly to a manager, or possibly to, you know, something to do with, I don't know, like it's going to be good for you. I think there's a lot of things happening to you, and you just need to be strong. You just need to stay there and just focus. I'll leave it there.
Yeah. So what I get for you is just hang in there, take your mind off things and just relax. So yeah, it's important that we keep you upbeat and to keep you going. So I also have here, we've done Nicole. So who else have we got here? Bree. So if you've just joined us, we're Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we need to actually, what time is it now? I'll just see if I can play it's our first time here. I'll just see if we can play an ad. Maybe not. Okay, so I was just going to try and play an ad, but I forgot how to play an ad. So there you go. So what we do is we're international psychic mediums. We relay messages from spirit through to you. So when we are live on our pages, what we do is we actually see things as it comes through. So we're remote viewers. So when we actually see spirit, I see them to the right, Brenda sees them to the left. So it's quite funny how we see them. So yeah, and we'll leave it there. So we've got here Christy Evans. She says, we've just got a beautiful validation from Christy Evans. And she says, thanks, ladies. I do have a lower back issue along with other health issues with clots and lower blood pressure. That's why I was dizzy. She said, and dizziness and severe headaches, which cannot be explained. She says it cannot be explained in scans, etc. I do feel everything is falling apart with my health at the moment. I am constantly being told to drink more water. I have been told before that there is two spirits around me. Well, then if you've been told that before, then that is definitely another sign if another psychic is telling you that. So She says, I wake up quite often between 2 and 4 a.m. and I have been told that I am a very spirited and blessed person. Yes, so if that's the case there, Christy Evans, you need to make sure that you're protecting yourself from all this, because it's important that you do, all right? So, and I'll leave it there. So we've also got here, I've got here Ioana. She says she's from overseas. She says, hi, ladies. We've got Andy Wilson. She says, hi, ladies. Love tuning in and watching. She says, any messages from Spirit would be appreciated. So over to you, Bree. We've got Andy.
Andy, I feel like I've got a sister coming through for you, or a friend that may have passed by suicide. And she's saying that she really wishes that you notice her around, because I'm seeing, I'm seeing flowers, or there's a nice scent of flowers, or there's something around you that, you do pick up on, and there's a nice smell. And that's her coming through for you. I do think that there's also a lot of things happening for you around when it comes to, things going missing, things turning around and all that kind of stuff for you. Things that you might leave in one spot and it'll just turn up somewhere else. This is definitely for you, around you in spirit. So yeah, I'll leave it there.
Yeah, so Andy, hi, thanks for joining us. Andy's from overseas. We've met with Andy, well, not met with Andy. We've known Andy for a while, and we've had some dealings with her in the past. So Andy, I get the number 17 also around you, and I get the number, I don't know why, but 30, 31 also. So coming around, and they're saying to me that there's either something not right with your, I feel like it's either your right eye and right side of your face as well, or somebody around you that has that issue. So I just want to say too that your time is limited at the moment, and that you need to actually restore some of the energy, because otherwise you'll be like really fatigued, run down, they're saying to me, and it's going to catch up on you. Okay, so restore everything. And I also get pain in the middle of my shoulder blades. So what's going on there? I feel like there's a posture issue for you as well, and that the shoulder blades are taking its toll, and I feel like that I need to curl over to stop the pain. And I'll leave it there. So Bree, do we have any other validations here?
No, not at the moment. I'm just keeping an eye.
Yeah, okay, so we're just going back over to our pages. So we've got here, oh dear. So we've done Samantha, we've done Nickabra, we've done, okay, Wendy Johnson, she says, prayer without backup action is like writing a to-do list and having it, yeah, and exactly right, and having it a right list. So she said, meaningless without the two. Exactly right. That's a good point, actually, Wendy. I love that. So we've got Gloria Genki, and she says, hi, ladies, can I please have a general reading? Please, feeling a bit down this week. Yeah, well, it's really funny how you say that, because last week we had, on our Tuesday night, we asked everybody and we said, is anybody feeling just as flat as us? Is everyone feeling like really low? And sure as ever, we had, nearly everybody bombard us with, a message saying that, yes, everyone's feeling quite low, and everyone's energy was drawn, and taxed over the time. So it's not just you if you're feeling quite low there. We just need to make sure that you're okay in other areas. So over to you, Bree.
Yeah, look, I feel like you need to just have a bit of self-confidence with you, Gloria. Is Gloria that we're ready for?
Yeah,
Gloria. So have a bit of self-confidence, and try and do something that makes you happy, because I feel there's a lot of negative energy around you, and there's a lot of there's just a lot of negative sadness around you, and I feel that you need to just start ignoring what other people are saying and ignoring drama, because you just need to go have a swim at the beach or something. I think that'll really help. And go pick yourself some fresh flowers, or just do something that's going to make you relax, because I'm feeling a lot of tension in my shoulders, which I feel it has something to do with you. But yeah, I just think you need to look after yourself and stop doing everything for everyone without looking after you first. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, there you go. So what I get for you there, Gloria, is I just got the word pain, and I just feel like I don't feel like that's actually pain in the body. I just feel like that's actually painful around you at the moment with a lot of things going on. And I know there's a lot of miscommunication, and they're saying to me that the health is not exactly 100% either. So if your health's not 100%, guys, you need to actually start addressing it now before it gets too late. Okay, so they're saying to me also that you're getting like the tension headaches in the forehead, and that's taking its toll. It's like you don't want to get out of bed, you don't want to stop, you don't want to actually stop moving around. That's what I'm getting as well. And I feel like that there's tension in the neck, there's all tension on top of the shoulders as well for you. And it also telling me that there's an issue with a white car. It looks like to me it's a small car, it's got two doors, it's a hatchback type thing, and If that's not your car, can you please check the closest people around you with regards to that? Because I feel like that car has something wrong with it, and I want it fixed within 2 to 4 weeks. And so it's a white car, 2 to 4 weeks. That's what I'm getting for you. And I'll leave it there. Actually, there's an elderly lady around you, and I feel like this lady, it's either, I just got the word Marianne, Susie, something like that. So, like it's got a tune to the name, and they're saying to me it's not a normal name. Okay, so it's not like it's Margie or Marty or something like that. That's what I'm getting, and a Siri or something like that. Siri or Siri or something like that. Not like Siri in the phone, but yeah. And I also feel like to you, number 17 and 18 is significant around you as well. So whatever that means with regards to May, April, May, they're saying to me as well. I thought I was finished there, but the spirit keeps coming back. And who's the person with the swollen legs? Because I'm also getting swollen legs and swollen ankles. They're saying to me that the ankles are actually swelling up, but there's issues with circulation. There's issues with either diabetes or something with the circulation fluid retention or something like that. So please get that looked at as well, please. And I'll leave it there. So Marilyn Johnson, she said that low energy is a sign of the times. Try to keep positive. 100%. 1000% there. Marilyn, no, yep, exactly. So Andy Wilson's come back with a validation, and she says, yes, I have been needing to recharge, as you mentioned. She says, I also am having pain between my shoulder blades areas. This just started this morning. Thank you. She said, to you both so much. A lot of resonation with your messages. I thank you there, Andy. Appreciate that. So who else have we got here? Iwana, she says, would love a message if drawn to, please. So Ioanana. I think I pronounced her name properly there, Brie. So over to you, Brie.
Can I get you to tell this one?
Yeah. Okay. So Ioana, oh gosh, I feel like that my throat is really quite croaky, right? Really quite croaky, and that the actual issues, just give me number 23 for you. There's like about 4 people trying to come through at the same time here. And I just feel like for you that there's an elderly man is saying to me, two elderly men. It's like the grandfather and the grandfather, the great-grandfather coming through. And I get the number 67 and 63. So what does that mean? So 6 and 3 is 9. So, and I get 6 and 7. It was that 12, 13. I told you I can't count. So Spirit wants me to add it together. So I just, I try and add it together, but then I can't add it together because I'm hopeless at maths. But they're also telling me too that this time forward is actually a bit tough for you, and that it's important that you actually let it go. So they're saying to me, let it go. Make sure that you have a time. It's like you need to plan everything out. It's like you need to go into the phases of what you're doing with your life, and it's just starting planning it out, because I feel like that it's actually really important to keep your chin up with regards to that at the moment. And I'll leave it there. You're right there to read there, Bree?
Yeah, so I feel with you, you're going to get a new job, definitely a new career. So I think that you're going to move out of what you're doing now into something totally new and different. I do see you going on a road trip too, which is actually really exciting. Possibly, I'm saying you have to try and travel beachside to get there, but it's going to be a good 8-hour drive, which is going to be really, really cool. God help you, because I can't stand being in a car for 8 hours.
No, me either. Forget that.
But yeah, I'll leave it there and pass back to Liz.
Forget that, absolutely. So we just got a validation here from Gloria Genji. She said, thank you, ladies. Could the name have been Maria Sato? Well, I said, I didn't say Maria, but I said Marianne or something. It's an unusual name for the surname, the S. So I can't remember what I said. You have to listen to the recording, but that could be it. I mean, I can't be exactly 100% for my name when I get it beforehand, but yeah, I'll leave that there. So we've got Helen Anashas Miki. She says, hi ladies, I've been getting the numbers in time 111 and 1111 come up nearly every day the last 3 weeks. Is there a message from Spirit for me in regards to this? Yes, absolutely. That's so important, isn't it? So,
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So we've got angel numbers there. So Helen, actually, where's my little angel cheat sheet here that I have all the time? If you can see me on Facebook, this is my cheat sheet. So there we go. We have the numbers 111 is intuition. So it encourages you to keep following your spirit. you're on the right path. If you see this, listen to your gut and your heart. So there you go. That's pretty much spirit talking to you. When you are born, you are assigned with angel numbers. So it's always a matter of time that you will have. And if you're like us, you'll get them all the times, So like we get this, like I still get angel numbers regular, and if they're not showing up for you, and you've, like, say for instance, if you've started seeing them and then they stop and they're not showing up for you, it just means that you're okay at the time. So when you start seeing them again, they're just reminding you, yes, I'm here. So there you go, and they will actually behave. They will actually start to behave, because I've been told before that angel numbers are very naughty. Or angels are very naughty, but yeah, so I don't really know too much about them, but I know that you're assigned to them when you're born or just before you're born, as well as your spirit guide. So you just got to remember that. So it's important to understand that is a significant thing when that's happening. And you've got your Google, so you can have a look on Google to see what's going on there with regards to the angel numbers coming up. Okay, so but they're very powerful. The ones are the extremely powerful ones. So we've got Emma Hudson. I think we've read for her. She said, yes, thank you both. She says, I have started a new job. So did you say new job? Because I didn't say new job. So yeah. So that's perfect. Thank you, Emma. Thanks for clarifying that. But if you're on one of our group pages or our other pages, come over to Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and you will be able to see us live on Facebook or across 7 platforms. We actually do readings 6 hours a week. Well, this week we'll be doing 8 hours, so every night this week, because we love to share our gifts with the world. And we are on 3 radio stations, including this one here, which is Pulse FM over here, 89.9 FM actually. So we'll just jump back to our page. We've got here Ioana. She says there's a validation here. She says, thank you, ladies, for the reading. I have had a sore throat for the last few days. My career and move have been on the cards. This has helped. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. You're welcome. So Helen, did she give us a validation? Yeah, she says, yes, she has. She goes, hi, ladies. I've been getting, that's right. She said, thank you, ladies, about the numbers. We've done Gloria, we've done Helen, we've done Andy. Is there anybody else that we need to do there, Bree?
No, not that I can see at the moment, no.
So what else have we got here? So if you have a question for us, then send us a message on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we will be answering your question live. So we've also got here, we're on 6 platforms here. We do live readings across the world. So tell us what suburb, state, and country you're from, so that we can see how we can help you. I love to know exactly what parts of the world that we are hitting, so that we can share the love around the world, I guess, if you want to call it that. So we're just going to jump over to some of the other pages, which is we're over here to my page. So we're just going to go live here for a second. And thanks for joining us, everybody, tonight. This is our first night on Pulse FM. So we've gone over to my page. We've got Lily Scott. She's over there, and she says, hi, can you tell me, will my children and myself and our dog move out of this? Whoops, the screen just jumped. Move out of this. Where have we got here? Where'd that go? My God, it jumped so quick there. Move out of this house into a new home, or can you tell me anything else, please? So, yeah, over to you, Bree.
I think you will. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, and I think that things are going to, be a little bit unclear for you for the meantime, but yes, you will, 100%. I just encourage you to not give up. Keep looking, and don't just settle for the first thing because you have a pet and they accept you, because you could be getting yourself in a bit of trouble there. But yeah, I'll leave it there and pass you over to Leslie.
Yeah, so Lily, what I get for you is I get the number 13 around you, and I feel like that August is going to be a significant month. So 13th, don't quote me on 13th of August, but I just feel like the number 13 and August is going to be a significant month for you. And I also get February, so 13th, 14th February, so the Valentine's for you. They're saying to me, add the 1 and 3 together, which is the 4. So we've got April as well. And also I want to say too with you, I get an elderly man around you, and I feel like this man was a grandfather from your father's side, they're saying to me. And I also feel like this man used to, he's saying he used to bounce you on his knee all the time, and he used to have a lot of laughs and a lot of fun, and he used to show you the fish he's showing me like fish in a small fish pond, or like little tadpoles in a fish pond. That's what I'm seeing. And I also feel like for you that there's a lot of they're saying to me a lot of people with a bit of venom. And when Spirit shows me that the venom's coming out of the actual the sides of the face, I just feel like that they have got a bit of communication issues going on around there that's not actually significant to you, but it's actually in respect to you, if that makes sense. So it's actually torturing you as well as going on around the family. So, and I'll leave it there. So do we have any more validations there, Brie? Not at the moment. So if we've done a reading for you guys, give us some meaty validations, please. That would be amazing. So what else have we got here? So we also conduct, mentoring, as well as we do things such as, help people across the world when they have anything in despair, or, they're actually fully, they just can't cope with things. So we try and help them as much as we can, with respect to their situation, as well as what's going on around them. So what else have we got here? So we're just over to another page at the moment. Where are we?
Hang on, there's one here. It's from Marilyn Johnson. Never really forgiven myself for putting my mom in a nursing home.
So let's talk about.
I'm just reading it to myself. Yeah.
But we're on a.
Never really forgiven myself for putting my mom in a nursing home after a severe stroke 20 years ago.
Oh.
But there's something you need to understand. You wouldn't have been able to look after her the way that she needed done. So don't feel bad, okay? And of course she's forgiven you. She's never been angry with you for it. She knows that you had the best intentions for her. She did. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, the rest of the message, she passed a little while ago. How would I know if she's forgiven me? They never take it with them, lovey. They never take, if someone's passed and you feel guilty about something, they never ever take that feeling with them. Everything's neutral. Everything is sort of it's not negative. It's just not positive. It's neutral. Everything is just like la-di-da. Oh, la-di-da. That's okay. So don't ever think like that, Marilyn. It's not going to be. You're eating yourself up. They're saying to me, you're eating yourself up inside about all this stuff. So it doesn't need to be like that. That's what I'm getting for you. So we've also got. What we've got here, Helen Mickey again, and she says, ladies, just wondering if you have a message from Spirit in regards to my marriage and relationship. So love for that one there, Brie.
I feel that you need to listen to the red flags, like I say all the time, but things are going to get a little bit harder before they get easier. You just need to honestly trust your intuition, and I feel that you get lied to, and I feel like you almost get gaslighted in a way, and you need to just trust that what you're seeing and what you're noticing, and if this isn't even around, a relationship in this current stage, it will be a new one. But yeah, I'll leave it there and pass you over.
Yeah, there you go. So I get the same. So it's like I always say, love should never hurt, and if it's hurting, then it's just not right. So you need to make sure that you're on the right track with what you feel about yourself first, because when you don't have that respect for yourself and you just allow anything into your life, it's not the same. Spirit will do the same, and Spirit will just throw anything there at you because you're just allowing yourself to be disrespected like that. So not saying that you are, but I'm just saying that that's what happens with love relationships. So if it's a rocky road and it really shouldn't be a rocky road, there's a reason behind it, So find the reason, find the cause, find what's going on, bring it back to the basics, bring it back so that the actual the relationship, if it's supposed to be a good one, that the actual relationship is actually not emotionally charged, if that makes sense. It's like there's no emotions in it. It's not like it's actually an issue for everybody, So we need to make sure that you pull up the reins with things and be a bit more transparent. Once it's more transparent and there's no lying or no crap going on in the background, then it's actually okay. So. And I'll leave it there. I feel like there's a lot of anxiety around you too about this as well. So we've got Kim Jade watching. Thanks for joining us. So guys, tell us where you're from suburb, state, and country, and we'll do a live reading for you. We're on 7 platforms here, including the radio station. We're here at Pulse FM. And we were supposed to put a couple of sponsored ads in there, but if I remembered how to do them properly, I don't know. And I was supposed to be given the ads, but I don't know how to put them in there. But anyways, we will keep going. So if you have a question around, what's it called? Your angels or any form of spirit or anything like that, then let us know so that we can actually give you the answers to these questions. I mean, I'm not the best person in the world to ask because I'm not the world's expert, but we know enough to get your heads above water and to keep you going. So Marilyn Johnson, she's just put a validation up here and she says, thank you so much. I needed to hear that. Kiss, kiss. And we've got Kim Jade. She says, hiya. Thank you for joining us, Kim. Do you have a question for us? We've got Tracy Campbell. She's here watching us as well. We've got Nickabra. She's here still. We've got Tracy. I already said Tracy Campbell. Who else have we got here? So let me jump over to this page. I've got 6 platforms here I'm trying to look at. So we've got Helen. She says, good evening. We've already done her. Who else have we got here? So if you'd like to have a reading, come over to our page and ask us a question. We are Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We do this 6 hours a week. This week we'll be doing 8 hours so that we can actually, have some, we're going to finish up on Tuesday night. So tomorrow night's Tuesday night. Tuesday night one will be the last one for the Tuesday night because we're on 3 radio stations now, which is what my whole goal was in the first place. So yes, what have we got here? So I'm just trying to get over to your page, Bree. So do you want to try and get over to your page so that we can pick up that? And we are live on Facebook. We're live on a lot of platforms here, and it's really quite, chaotic. So trying to pull everybody up and get everybody up on the screen is sometimes a bit challenging, So there you go. So I'm over on my page now, and we've got Samantha Dorr. She says, Sandra Dorr, sorry. She says, hi there, ladies. We've got Helen. She says, okay, so Helen Anastasius Miki, she says, thank you, ladies, for that validation. I'm challenged because I have been through chemo for the past 16 months, and I feel my life has taken a new outlook on life, and I'm seeing things through a different glass. Exactly, Lovey. That's what happens. I mean, I had cancer myself. I didn't go through chemo, didn't have to have chemo. I was very lucky, and I'm very blessed to be here now because if I had to have that, I don't know if I'd be here now myself, to be honest, because that was 15 years ago, and I know exactly how you feel. So that's why I do this. I feel that things have got to change for you there, Helen. So keep your chin up there, Lovey, because if I can survive this damn cancer, you can survive it as well, So it's just a matter of mindset and going forward and just keeping your chin up. So what else have we got here? We got any more validations there, Bree?
I'm just getting onto my page now.
I think we have Iwana. She says, thank you, ladies, for the reading. I have had a sore throat. I've read that once. I've had a sore throat for the last few days. My career and a move have been on the cards. Thank you for your help. That's beautiful. Yeah. I like it when we get the validations and they're meaty. So send us some meaty stuff. What else have we got here? So we've got Kim Jade, Tracy Campbell. If you've got a question there, ladies, give us a yell. We will be back here every Sunday night. So we on tomorrow night we are at live 90.5 FM. We're also on Wednesday night we're at SWA 99.9 FM, and Tuesday night will be our last night as well. So we change some of the times, so just make sure that you're aware of some of the times that we will actually be operating through as well. And I'll leave that there. So we have had a lot of questions about people with regards to touching base with their spirit as well as their if you're an up-and-coming psychic medium, and what tips and tricks do you have for protection and stuff like that. So we have a lot of people that actually ask us these questions all the time. So if you've just joined us, we can share some of that information with you and give you some peace, because sometimes it's really quite daunting when you don't know what's going on. And if you're having an awakening, it's really quite hard, because the awakening can actually, either frighten you or put you back a step or something like that. So yeah, it's really important that people understand that that if they are going through an awakening, don't be afraid, because it's normal. Okay, so why should you be any different to us? So as we've been through. So we've just got a validation here from Lily Scott. She says, thank you. Yes, my house number at the moment is 13. Okay, my house has a lot of negative energy, seeing a lot of orbs, dark shadows, etc. I think my grandfather and others from the other side are protecting us from paranormal activity. I feel both present, she says. where I am in the Hawkesbury, she says it used to be where my ancestors that lived and farmed. Yes, you are correct, and I am also psychic. What I am picking up is you both are genuine. Oh, well, thank you for that, there, Lily. That's amazing. Thank you. So it's really good to have other psychics to comment on our page, because we love to hear, if we're on point or however, whatever the case may be. We always find it really hard for other psychics to read us. True?
I've never been able to actually get a proper reading yet by another. Well,
Yeah.
I've had a couple of like very, very spot on ones, but that wasn't actually an official paid reading. It was more just like a,
Yeah.
swaps for slops.
Yeah, swaps for slops or slops for swaps. So I know what you mean. Yeah, it's quite hard when you have someone that's a medium, because you go, oh my god, what do they know about me? And, I did personal training for, I don't know what, 7 years at one gym, and I've done it for 34 years, but I was at one gym for nearly just over 7 years. Just over 6 years, beg your pardon. And I used to say it was really good, because when you're psychic, you can actually tell what's wrong with your customers or your clients, because they'd walk up the stairs and I'd go, oh, I feel my knee or my leg hurt, and I'd go, oh, here we go, they've got a sore knee today. And I'd say to them, oh, how's your knee? And what's wrong with your knee? And they look at me as if say, am I a freak? Because they'd say, how did you know that? I go, I could just tell by the way you're walking, because I didn't want to tell them that I was actually a real psychic. I could feel what they were actually feeling. So, but I fixed so many people with rehabilitation because I knew what was wrong with them, because I knew before they knew.
Yeah, it's the funniest thing with psychics. Yeah, especially the ones that just know stuff. And it's like, how did you know that?
Yeah, it's really quite bizarre. So it's important to, when you're a psychic and you're up and coming there, Lily, and whatever you're doing in the public or eye or whatever like that, it's important that you understand that a validation is amazing when you get a proper validation from people, and that you're told that you're the real thing, because that's the thing that actually resonates the most with people. So, and that's probably the most important thing for psychics, that if you go and get a reading from a psychic, it's really important that you actually validate the reading as quick or as positive as you can for the psychic, so that they know that where they're on track and when they're off track. Because if they're off track, they need to know, but you need to keep your options open, because that might be somebody that's around them or close to immediate family. I always talk about this one when we did Nicole, and I could never say her name at first, and then we got told that her name was actually a changed name. That's why I could never say it. And that's what spirit does to me. If I can't say the name, then it's always a completely opposite name, or the wrong name, or it's a fake name, right? A bit of a tongue twister. It always does that to me. So that's how I know that the name's not real. So anyway, we did this reading for her. She said, she posted up a question, and she says, can I have a reading for, Pat, I think the name was, her past loved one that passed away. And so we went to town and read it. It was crystal clear. We got everything wrong. Everything was completely wrong. And then we scrolled up the page, and there was this lady by the name of Ashley down the bottom of the page. Yep. And she's screaming at us. If we could read what she was saying, she would have been screaming at us, saying, it's me. Everything you've said is resonating to me. And sure as ever, it was this other lady down on the same platform. So that was really quite bizarre. And it was a fun night that night, because we had a lot of spirit come through that was actually quite very pushy that night. That's what I remember. So I'm just going to jump over to the Alive page. So if you're on that page, say hello to us. We're psychic mediums here. We relay messages from spirit back through to you. So we are live now on Facebook. So I'm just jumping over this page. So if you've got a question, send us the question now. So who else have we got here on this page? So we've got Susan Susan Veen. She says, will my son sell his house soon? Yes, I feel like for you there, Susan, that the house will be sold probably within the next 2 to 4 months. I know your heart's just dropped, but I just feel like the house is going. You want to get the best price, and you want to get the right price for the property. Okay, so don't rush into it, because I feel like you're going to be. You'll lose about 10 to 20 grand. They're saying 15 as well. So between 15 to 20 grand. That's what I'm getting for you as well. So I just feel like that his property needs to have a few little tweaks done to it. It's like there's a bit of clutter in there, and they're also showing me too that. it's like you need to go and put a few different plants around the house, like to dress it up a bit, put a cake in the oven. They're saying to me, put a cake in the oven, because the smell of a homemade cake when the people walk into the property always makes it feel comfy and homely. So do that as well. You're missing out of like flowers on the kitchen table. That's important as well. So to make it really friendly, really comfy, and less clutter. The less clutter that you have, the better for the property to be sold. And I feel like it's going to be, it's 2 months, and they're going to have a longer than normal, settlement. Okay, and I'll leave it there. Over to you, Bree.
Yeah, I definitely. Which one was this one?
This one here was for this was Susan Veen, VWN.
I see new renovations or see a new house, definitely. And I think that it's going to be something that's going to be very much, the only way I can say it is you're going to be very proud that you have come to where you have, and that you've actually been able to overcome a lot of your financial issues. Because I feel that when you were younger or just growing up, you might have had a lot of issues with money and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, and being able to save as well. So being able to save will give you a good kickstart into being able to renovate or get a new house, which is going to be really exciting. You know, when you first build a house where it's going to, like, you can actually smell the tiles and the it
smells like a new car.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, so that's very exciting for you. Don't shy away from any opportunities that you do have, though. So best of luck, darling. Leave it there.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I've also noticed here too that we've got Gina De La Cruz. Yes, we can actually see your comments. So she says, I don't know how to do that. So we'll just give her a general reading. Or has she put a message up here? What have we got here? So what have we got here? Will my relationship last? We've got Tracy Breakwell. She says, will my relationship last? So yes, we can do that as well. So let's do that one there, Brie, while I get rid of some trolls. Gee whiz, there's a few trolls there tonight. They're girly.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. It will work out. It's going to be a bit of a hard yard. I think that there's a lack of communication when it comes to you and your partner, and I think that there's a lot of misunderstanding and people choosing not to understand rather than listen, if that makes sense, and be right. So I think that that's something that you need to keep in mind, to try and understand where he's coming from, and so with you as well. He needs to do that with you so that you can understand where you're trying to come from, where he's trying to come from. It's not all about being right; it's all about communication.
Yeah. So Tracy, 100%. Like I said before, relationships should never hurt. Like love should never hurt. So if it's hurting, then it's not right. So it doesn't matter if you have an argument or not. It shouldn't be that serious of an argument that it's abusive or it's neglect or anything like that. Or threatening, anything like that. And I feel like that you've had this kind of abuse before in the past. I just saw people pushing, like a male pushing you around. That's what I just got, like around the chest area, pushing you back, or someone in the family's been pushing another lady. That's what I just saw as well. And I also feel like too that just if you want to rely on, and if this relationship is that painful that you have to ask us, will it last to psychics here? It's got to tell you something. That's for anybody. If a relationship is hurting that much, or if a relationship is not showing the love and the respect that it deserves, and that you don't respect yourself, then that relationship will fail always, because you're not allowing your self to be respected by it's like being respected by the universe, or being respected by what's going on around you, if that makes sense. So if you drop your level of respect for yourself, and I'm not saying you have, but if you drop your level of respect, or you just settle for anything that walks in your door, then you have to expect the unexpected from that relationship. So that's what I get with that one. I don't feel like it's going to last for more than 6 months. That's what I get. I feel like it's going to be out the door. It's like you you're one of your spirit guides. I feel like that you're similar to us. One of the spirit guides just got the foot and just did a kick up the butt and kicked the person out the door. So there you go. That's what I'm getting with you. It looks like I can see luggage. So it's either 6 hours, 6 weeks, 6 months. So just brace yourself. So number 6 around you is quite significant. And I'll leave it there. So how do we get rid of this one, Brie? I've tried to get rid of this trail.
Just delete it.
I've tried to. Okay, yeah. So what else have we got here? We've got So we've done Tracy. We had another lady here. I just written. So Gina De La Cruz. I don't know how to do that. So we'll just do a journal for her. So over to you, Brie.
You're going to have a couple of people in your life, sweetie, that's actually going to be good for you for a change. I feel like there's been a lot of chaos and a lot of drama that you haven't really needed. You just need to start, knowing and It's really hard to explain. So stop seeing yourself in other people. That's the best thing that I can say. If you keep seeing yourself in other people, you're going to continue to get hurt. Stop expecting you from other people. As far as I'm concerned, I think you probably just moved into a new house and you just need to get a new crowd and just, be around more like-minded people and deliberately choose to not involve yourself with drama. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. So it's important to understand that too, Gina. Like you can hear my voice. I feel like that you're frail. I feel like that you're. You can hear my voice changing. I feel like there's someone around them that actually had issues with the throat area as well, and I feel like that this person is quite worried about you going forward. Okay, so we always when we get spirit like that, that's strong like that, you can hear my voice has changed back to normal. So when you get spirit that's as strong as that, it just always tells you that there's something not right. That spirit's more worried about you than you're worried about the spirit, if that makes sense, if they've passed peacefully. But I'm just getting signs from you. I'm also getting number 12 around you, Gina. I get number 12 and I get number 13. So 1 and 2 is 3. So you've got the angel numbers there, and you've also got the 3 and the 4 there. So April month for you is quite significant, and I also feel like September. And I've just, for some reason, you must have been feeling sick lately, or you're around somebody that actually feels really quite sick in the stomach lately, because I feel like that, and I feel like I want to, I feel like I just don't want to be associated with people around me at the moment. That's what I'm getting from you, or there's someone around you like that at the moment. I also feel like that this person or yourself has actually got issues with the eyes, because I can't quite see. And that you either need to wear glasses and that you're really dehydrated. So we need to top up your water, need to get some salts into you and all that stuff, okay? Because they're saying to me that you're really dehydrated, you're really run down. So, and I'll leave it there, and thank you for that. So what else do we have there, Brie?
It says here from Tracy, it says we do love each other though, but will it be me that ends it or him? I feel like it's going to be you, sweetie.
Yeah, 100%. You're more detailed, you're more into it. So you can't say that you love each other, because if you love, it wouldn't be this way. Okay, so there's a different love. It's what it is a caring love that you have. It's not actually a love relationship. That's what the difference is. So there needs to be clarification around that. And I feel like he's going to be really upset. I really do. I just feel like he's going to be really upset. And if you can get past the feelings that you're having, then this will work out. But if you can't, then it's not going to work out. So that's what I'm getting for him and yourself. So what else have we got here, Brie? Okay.
Janie, yes, we can see your comments. We just read her, didn't we?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, okay, so
yeah. Do we have anything on the group pages there? Because I just feel like I've got to revisit back over there. So guys, tell us where you're from, suburb, state, and I was going to say skate. Tell us where you're from, your suburb, state, and country or county if you're overseas. We are normally on our Facebook page at 10 o'clock at night, but because we're starting on live radio and we're quite a fair bit away from home, we needed to start here a lot earlier, so a couple of hours earlier. So we haven't really, gone into a break yet, which would be nice. But yeah, we have actually made sure that we try to keep our head above water with all this stuff, and sometimes it just catches up on us with regards to what we do in here. So it's been an emotional time for a lot of people out there, and the people have actually, like last week we said that everyone was saying, I felt really low, and Brana felt really low as well. And we asked everybody in the actual group that were reading last week, and everybody was the same. So we're glad that wasn't just us. So if you're feeling low, it's time to make changes, because the universe is actually trying to deliver a message, trying to tell you, take it easy, settle down, get your ducks in a row, get organized, get yourself out of automatic mode. Make sure that you're up and running by March. We things are changing. It's not going to be the same. And if you want to get ahead now, it's time to do it now. The first 3 months of the year is the most critical time to start ramping up and doing it now. So do we have anyone that you're drawn to there, Brie?
Not that I can see. I'm just trying to keep an eye on trolls and validations.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it too. Is that there? We've got here. Sorry, Zoe Anderson. She says, "Hi, beautifuls. I'd love to conceive this year. Do you see any babies for me or a general guidance?" We don't like doing pregnancies. It's just I actually see December baby. That's what I get. So what is it now? So she'll be conceived in April, maybe July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah,
roughly
April.
Yeah.
I just got April for you. So April to December. So congratulations.
It's funny you said that because when you did about the conception, I actually saw a child like a play area,
There you go.
yeah, jungle gym.
Did you get a month?
No, I only got the jungle gym.
Oh, all right. Okay, there you go. So we've also got here, I hope that helps you there. So Zoe, so keep trying and let us know. So we want a December baby. We've also got Delma here. She says, hi ladies, will we move to New South Wales? Or I can see for you, for me, I feel like I also get number 6 around you as well. It could be 6 weeks, 6 months, but I'm feeling it's more like a 6-month mark for you there, Delma. So yeah, and I actually, delete, what does it say? Delma, yeah. I actually feel so also that don't rush into it. It's really important that you don't rush because you're going to get the wrong property. That's what I'm getting. So over to you, Bree.
Yeah, look, don't rush. Definitely don't rush. I think that when you're going to get to the property that you need, that is meant for you, you'll know about it. You'll 100% know about it. And I think that it's, don't have your expectations too high as well, if that makes sense, because otherwise you're going to miss out on what you're supposed to get. So be realistic and stay grounded and down to earth about it, and you'll get what you need, 100%.
Exactly, yeah, and keep a look after your energy levels too, because I feel like that you're really low in energy. So I just want to say hello to Lenny Dorr. Thanks for joining us. He says, hello there, lovely ladies. Your number 1 troll spotter reporting for duty. You just missed out on 1,000 trolls there, Lenny. But anyways, so he says, what else we got here? On a more serious question, Saturday I had the opportunity to visit my estranged brother in Griffith, New South Wales, first time in 5 years. How can I best help him with healing the same child abuse that I went through? Oh, geez, it's just all about support, you know. It's what do you get, Bree?
I think it's all about being happy. You know, just not everyone's going to understand what you're going through unless they've actually been through it physically themselves. Just create a space, or people just need to create a space for that other person to feel safe enough to actually open up and talk about it. You know what I mean?
Point. Yeah.
You know, it's not about being able to say the right thing or being able to help that person or get that person out of a situation. You never can. It's up to them to get themselves out of the situation. However, it's up to, you know, they've got to be active about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, 100%.
I'll leave it there.
Yeah, that's right. It's a really sensitive topic there too, Lenny. So it's important to understand we can't talk about everything on live radio. So, and the support that you can give anybody is just to be there. And sometimes you don't even need to say anything. All you need to do is open up your ears and they start to listen, you know. So that's really important to understand and remember that. We've also got here Amy Santos, and she says, hi ladies, if drawn, please, will I receive my GAP, my Goal Achievement Plan reward bonus and raise this March 2020, or do you foresee any exciting news coming soon? I actually see that you will just skin it over the line there, Amy. That's what I get for you, and I hope that's going to be the right answer, because I just feel like that's what's going to happen. I think you're going to be quite happy. They're showing me a big smile on your face, and you can see the smile on your face. It's like, yes, you know, it's like I did it, you know. So it's like you're punching the air. And I'll leave it for Brianna.
Didn't I just answer it?
Amy Santos.
Amy Santos. I see that you're going to have a lot of moving, as I've even said to you before. Things are going to start looking up for you, and you just need to make sure that things are, you know, all your T's are, how do you say it?
T's are crossed and your I's are dotted.
That's the one. I was about to say.
Your T's are I's and yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I see a lot of things happening, and it's going to happen when you don't expect it, though. It really won't. It's going to be around the time that you are least expecting it. So make sure that when you get the opportunity, go for it. 100%.
Exactly. So we've also got here, we've got Tony Coppins, and they said, hey guys, Happy New Year. Kiss, kiss. Do you see me moving this year? She's put that in there twice. So yes, we do. I do see you moving, and I don't get till around August, September for you. That's what I'm getting. And what's the number 23, 27 around you as well? I also wrote the number 72, accidentally 27. So I'm dyslexic. I wrote 27 back to front, so 72. So I feel like that's going to be the house property. So look for a house with number 72, and I'll leave it there. Over to you, Bree.
I think I just read the
Amy Santos.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. What I also get here, we've got Rebecca Russia. She says, hello ladies from Indiana. She says, would love a reading. So over to you, Bree, for Rebecca.
Rebecca, I feel that, again, I think that you need to be a bit more careful with who you're communicating with and who you're telling business to, because something's about to come up, and I feel like there's a bit of a secret or a bit of a bombshell that's about to kind of rise to the surface. So just anyone that's been lying about anything, or anything there's been deception or anything like that, then yeah, you need to back off a little bit, because everything's going to come to the surface, and the truth can never stay hidden forever. So I'll leave it there.
Yeah, so what I get for you there, Rebecca, is just going forward, there's a few things that are very annoying to you, and it's like you want to, they're saying to me, it's like you need to hold your tongue, but you can't hold your tongue sometimes, because it's too taxing on your head, they're saying to me. So just keep it zipped, they're saying. Keep everything zipped for 4 to 6 weeks, and don't overcook the food, they're saying to me. So don't overcook everything in the pot, because the pot will overflow itself. It's going to overflow itself. That's what I'm getting. They're also saying to me that you do have a gas, or somebody around you has a gas stove, and I just feel like that the gas stove is actually, there is going to be a pot with food that's overflowing. So be careful of that, because I just saw that vision again, and they just showed me the kitchen, a real kitchen this time. I also feel like too that there's either pain on your left thigh area, and it's quite annoying. It feels like an arthritic pain or something like that. I feel like there's something not right with that area there as well. And so they just want me to tell you to get that sorted, and also issues with the car. So there's something not right with the car. So it's like you can't start it in the morning. That's what I'm getting as well. So that needs to be addressed. And this looks like a white color car. It's like it turns over, like the alternator just keeps turning over. You can't do anything with it. And I'll leave it there. Thank you. So any validations there, Bree? We love meaty validations. So
at this current stage, I'm just keeping them on my page, but not on my page.
Yeah. So we've also got here, what have we got here? We're live on Pulse 89.9 FM over here in the Hawkesbury. So if you've just joined us, we're International Psychic Medium. So come over to our page and you will see us live on Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air. We've across 7 platforms tonight. So it's been a long night for us, because we've actually started 2 hours early. Normally we'd start at 10 o'clock till midnight, and tonight we've actually started 2 hours early, which will be our regular time here over at Pulse FM. So we've got Tony Coppin. She says, thank you, hun. She says, 27 is my daughter's birth number. Okay, good. She says, yay, look out for moving in August. Can't wait. That's awesome. Thank you. So Rebecca, thank you. She said, thank you, ladies. But Rebecca, we need more of a meaty validation from you, lovey. What else have we got here? So we've got Sharon Broadbent. She says, hi, angels. Happy New Year. Can you give me guidance on buying a house and love, please? Wow, it's the same. It's the same theme all night. Yeah. Sometimes we do shows and we'll get, I'll say to Spirit, I go, whatever you do, don't give me any love relationships. Well, I don't want to do them tonight. What I happen to get 5 in a row. So over to you, Brie.
So yeah, look, I think that you need to, if this is your first house, I certainly think that you need to not just jump into the first one. Have a look around. I don't feel that you have a lot of rush. I don't feel that there's a time limit. I think that you can just find what you're looking for, and don't just buy it because you can, or rent it because you can, because they're actually going to accept you. You need to find somewhere that you're going to be happy, and that I don't feel that there's desperate times for you. I think that you have the ability to just like make it happen when you want to. If that makes sense. I'll leave it there.
Yeah, beautiful. Exactly right. It's it's hard as some things seem. You've actually got to make the effort and do it for yourself. So it's and you can't just rely on a psychic to say to you, oh yeah, it's going to work. You just got to make it work. That's how it is. So what have we got here? So Lenny Dory says, thanks. It goes, that's the same message I heard from my guys. He said he's currently got severe diabetic issues. Well, yeah, with the other stuff, and yeah, we won't even go into that there, Lenny. I can't read that out on live Facebook, but anyway, it says, can we all please help sending Trevor some healing prayers and pink light healing? Absolutely. We did a prayer at the start of the show. I was a bit nervous because it's my first time on Pulse, but the message is always there in the prayer. So if you have the prayer, you can always rely on a prayer, especially if you feel that you can't just do it half-baked because it's not going to work. So we've also got here, what else have we got? Nancy Mills, thanks for joining us. And most of our regular followers are here with us tonight, and they look like they're a bit late to come in because we started at 8 o'clock, but it's not their fault because normally we start at 10 and they're always on with us till 12 o'clock at night. So, and we've got Chris, we did Chris Ramsey, did we? I wrote his name down. So we've got Chris Ramsey and he says, any messages for me? So over to you, please, Marie.
I feel like you may possibly have I hate doing pregnancy readings, what's coming through. I feel that you may possibly have a little one on the way, or there's going to be a conception soon, because that's just, I'm feeling a little boy, the energy of a little boy around you at the moment. So be prepared for that, especially if, you're not expecting it, because that's going to be quite, well, you should be expecting it now, so it's not going to be such a shock when it does happen. I'm also seeing a new career for you, but it's going to be in warehousing or something to do with management and actually dealing with everything to kind of not rule over, but kind of like run the warehouse, if that makes sense. So
Yeah.
that's going to be really exciting for you. So
Rule the roost.
Yeah, rule the roost, captain of the ship.
Yep.
So yeah, I'll leave it there and pass you over to Liz.
Yeah, so what else have we got here? I've got fatigue around you there, Chris, and I also feel like they're saying to me that you feel like you've got a straw and you're in the water and you're breathing out of a straw. It's like everything's over the top of you at the moment. I see swimming. I see like you're trying to swim, but you're drowning in the water. You've got the straw out to try and hold you up, and your toes are just touching the floor. So there's a lot going on around you as well. I also got that you're very creative and business-wise. Business-minded, they're saying to me as well. So whatever plan you've got in your head for business, execute it, because it's going to be worthwhile to do it. And I feel like this is going to be something that's going to make you some passive income. That's what you need to look at as well. And just going forward with that, it's time to make changes. They're saying to me, it's time to get out of your comfort zone and put yourself into out of automatic and put yourself in the first, second, and third gear. By March, things are going to change. Okay, so brace yourself for that. It's not going to be bad. I just feel like there's going to be big changes around you that you can manage. They're saying to me that you haven't stopped in the middle. It's like they say, if you're going through hell, keep going. Don't stop in the middle. But you haven't stopped in the middle. You're still pushing through, and you're a survivor, and everything's going to be tickety-boo for you. I also get pain around the chest as well. So if you can go and get yourself checked on mainly the left side around the heart area. I feel like that someone's either passed by a heart attack around you. That's an elderly man. I feel like this man had just like an instant heart attack and he's passed around you. And I also feel like that he had issues with sort of like a skin irritation on his face, or there's someone around you with a skin irritation on their face, because I feel that as well. And I want to just scratch my face off because it feels like it's really itchy. And I also see number 17 around you, and I also see number 3 and 2. So what do those numbers mean to you? They're saying to me February was a significant month, or coming up to be a significant month for you, and that the times have to change. That's what I'm getting for you. I'm getting a lot of changes around you, and you're feeling that it's really quite overwhelming sometimes, but you'll get there. You'll push through, okay? And I'll just leave it there. We've got a validation here, Brie. So
that's awesome.
We've got Amy Santos. She says feedback. She says, thank you for answering my question, Lesley. I am really praying to receive that gap bonus and raise this year. She said, thank you, Brianna, for the prediction on the move again. I will probably have mixed emotions when it comes, but I do look forward to it when this happens. She said, okay, I will expect the unexpected and take advantage of the opportunities when they do come. Thank you for giving me hope for my future. I appreciate you, ladies. Yeah, thank you for that. Thanks for your beautiful reading, validation. So we've got here also Therese Gardner. She says, I just love anything you feel and see. So we'll do this lady as our last one, Breathe, and we've got to leave here.
What was her name?
So that lady's name was Therese Gardner. Yeah, Teresa Gardner, yeah.
Okay, I think there's going to be a new hobby for you that you're going to possibly pick up, and it's going to be quite fulfilling, and I think quite substantially, good for you and your mental health. I think that there's a lot of cobwebs going on at the moment upstairs, and I think that things are just going to, it's like a cog turning that haven't been moved in a while, and I think that things are going to start to feel a lot better for you, and you're going to start to get some endorphins going. Have you just started to work out as well, or have you started doing exercise or anything like that? Because I feel that you're starting to get a bit of a better sense of self. So I won't leave it. I won't continue. I'll pass it over to you, Les.
Get your tongue out.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what always happens. Okay, so Therese, I also get for you, I feel like there's a few people around you that are actually quite annoying. It's like a screaming kid all the time. It just doesn't stop. It never leaves you alone. And I don't mean that bad about kids. I just feel like this adult is like a screaming kid all the time, and it's like you just burst into laughter and going, yes, I know what you mean, Lesley. And I also feel like number 17 around you is significant, and I also get 14. They're telling me that you've got issues in the lower back on the left-hand side. I feel like that kidney area or something is not right around there, because I get the pain in my lower back on the left-hand side, between the rib cage and the hip, and just flowing into the hip as well. So, and I also want to say too that it's important that you check in with a few people around you, because I feel like they need a welfare check. And as much as they look like they're actually coping, they're actually not. Okay, and they might not tell you straight away, but after 2 or 3 goes, you need to. And I feel like this is a young male. Okay, and I feel like he's probably 23, 24 years of age as well. This is a similar one to the last one that I had earlier in the show. And I just feel like that he needs to have a welfare check every now and then. Okay, like two or three times a week for the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'll get the 2 and 3 for the next 2 and 3. That's what I get for you, and I'll leave it there. And how do you feel, Brianna? We're nearly finished. So
apart from the trolls, I'm okay.
yeah, I know the trolls are just unbelievable. We get smashed sometimes, and that's like we got to get used to it, because it's like that across the world with all the psychics around the world. That's what happens to them. So we'll leave it there, and we just want to say thank you for everybody for joining us on Pulse FM, and we will be back here again on Sunday night at 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock, and you can post your questions. So love, like, and share our page. We're International Psychic Mediums. It's Psychics on Radio, Angels on Air, and we'll see you then. Thank you.
Bye.
And there you go. Bye. Oops, I think I've done this right. Well, maybe not. Oh. Okay. Now let me stop this. Hot in here, guys. Really hot. Like my ears are sweating, because that's how much energy we have when that's when we have a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy in this room. We'll see you later.